Hello all. I'm doing my discussion on how to improve the EKG machine into a wireless machine versus all these wires that we have on the back of the EKG machine. Here's another picture of the monitor and the wires that are hooked up, and these are placed on the chest and one on each limb by these little tabs right here. I use these little tabs right here, and I hook these little probes attached to these wires to those little stickers, and I run an EKG, which is attached to the other end on this little box. These wires get extremely tangled all the time. You spend a good amount of time untangling the wires prior to even being able to administer an EKG. This causes a lot of extended time between patient admitting and getting an EKG done. And if you're in a code situation, it creates even more of a task, because you've got multiple people in there trying to hook up multiple different wires, do the blood pressure, do an IV, and all the doctors and everybody are in there trying, and you're trying to get an EKG as well, and all the wires are getting crossed and everybody's in the way. So it'd be much, much simpler if we could just figure out a way. And my proposal is taking this part right here and making it into a Bluetooth type transmission signal, and then putting Bluetooth retrievers in these little systems that interacts with this particular device, and you place them on the patient just as it states on this little diagram. And then it would read the information from the Bluetooth sensor on the probe, which is attached to those little tags over there. And it would feed back into this, which would then in turn, the information would pop up on the monitor. It would be a greatly simplified process than trying to untangle all these wires and place them on the patient. Cost-wise, it may be a little bit more expensive to do than just the wires, but in the long run, it would save a vast amount of time and better outcomes for the patient.